37.
A little fish story. There are a great many million fish in the seas. But this story is about just one of them, and a very small one at that. Now this little fish had everything in the seas to make him contented. But he was not happy. You will laugh when I tell you why he was not. He was unhappy because he was so very small.
It is very hard to be such a little mite of a fish,
He would say over and over again.
If I were only larger, how much happier I could be.
And he said it so many times that I think he believed it. One day he was swimming along with the rest of his school and thinking, no doubt, how much more the larger fish had to be thankful for than he, when suddenly, with no warning, they found themselves in the meshes of a great net. There was much floundering and splashing as the net was drawn up out of the water into the sunlight, and just as its haul was being emptied into the boat, the smallest fish in the school wriggled through the mesh and slipped back into the cool, clear water. How good it felt!
There was much floundering and splashing as the net was drawn up out of the water into the sunlight, and just as its haul was being emptied into the boat, the smallest fish in the school wriggled through the mesh and slipped back into the cool, clear water. How good it felt! He swam here and there and everywhere, and some of the fish who knew him well all the rest of his life said that they never again heard him say that he wished to be anything but a little fish. Enos B. Comstock.
New words: million,
Floundering,
meshes,
haul,
contented,
splashing,
emptied,
wriggled.
warning.
Reading is fun.
1. How many fish are there in the sea?
2. Why was the little fish unhappy?
3. What happened to the fish one day?
4. Why was the fish thankful to be a little fish?
Talk time. 1. Imagine you are a little fish. Describe what you might see around you.
2. In your class, talk about the time you were caught doing something you were not supposed to do. You can discuss in your own language as well as in English. Page 39. Page 40. Word building.
1. Look at the pattern and fill in the blanks. Look, looked.
Pick, dash.
Bark, dash.
Want, dash.
Talk, dash.
Wish, dash.
Pull, dash.
Help, dash.
2. Fill in the blanks with the right word from the box. Paper,
Flowers,
water,
matches,
cows,
wolves.
a glass of dash,
A box of dash.
a sheet of dash,
A bunch of dash.
a herd of dash,
A pack of dash.
Let's write.
Look at the following sentence.
If I were only larger, how much happier I could be.
Make some more sentences like this using the words in the box.
Taller,
Thinner,
smaller,
cleverer,
younger.
older.
1. If I were only dash, how much happier I could be.
2. If I were only dash. 3. Dash.
4. Dash.
5. Dash.
6. Dash.
Say aloud.
Blunder,
Wonder.
thunder,
Blunder.
flounder.
Song time.
Singing or crying. Mahesh sings a little song. Venkatesh looks at him. Why are you crying, Mahesh? He asks. Mahesh says, I am not crying. I am singing an English song.
Choose the right words. 1. Mahesh sings a dash long or little song.
2. Venkatesh dash looks or shouts at him.
3. Venkatesh thinks Mahesh is dash crying or laughing.
4. Mahesh is dash singing or saying a song.
5. The song is in dash Telugu or English. Page 41. Page 42. Unit 4. Teacher's page.
Themes: water, sea, and sounds.
The importance of water in our lives.
Life in the sea.
Suggestions for classroom teaching.
Read the poem aloud.
Encourage the children to recite the poem with appropriate actions and gestures.
Help children to find rhyming words and opposites.
Explain the difficult words in the text.
Let the children try to say the tongue twisters. She sells seashells aloud as clearly as they can. These and some more, like shoes and socks, shock Shyam. Bring back buttons, beans and buns, etc., can be said quite slowly at first, and the speed can be increased later.
Encourage the children to make different sounds.
The story can be read aloud with expression and gestures. The children can be given ideas and opportunities to express themselves. Word building can become an interesting game as children practice correct pronunciation and build up words.
You can talk about disaster management as in the case of accidents, floods, fire, and earthquakes. What are the safety measures to be taken? How can we help victims? Introduce terms like tsunami. Let them talk about stories they have heard about the tsunami, earthquakes, etc.
Ask the children whether they eat fish. Tell them about the different kinds of fish in the sea and other water animals, big and small, and about their life underwater.
This unit can introduce the important issue of water pollution by man and its harmful effects on sea life.